Where we're unfiltered,
brutally honest,
and real.
Yes. Another week, guys.
Another week. But first,
yes.
like, what we're doing? So we never tell us to go back to the next place. Like,
yes, guys, we told you guys that we were going back to Gage Park.
Yes.
But that's, no. Guys, it's cool out. It's cooler now. And our schedule didn't allow us. So
true.
Yeah.
And you notice our summer just
finished. It done.
Yes, about finished. It wasn't a summer. Like,
you know what? No, we had some really hot days.
When men live in the same country. When we had hot days.
So how did you get your tan? Huh?
1 or 2 times. No, guys, it has been so cold. Like,
I don't know if I true Amanda used to like the Jamaican.
No, sis, remember I said it had rain, you know?
But we had some hot days.
You know, the first part, like about probably, let's say July, June, July.
Ago, like it was really hot.
I remember that.
Maybe you lock up all day. So, guys.
I don't work. I don't go to work.
So, guys, she's locked up all day. She don't feel no eat. Yes, guys. So,
that's why we're here today, because
we're lounging.
Where we wanted to go couldn't happen at this time, so we're lounging today.
Yeah. But nevertheless, it's going to be fun. Fun.
How was your day?
Guys, listen, if you see my eyes look... if you see my eyes look like I'm sleepy, or you hear I have a little list on, I tightened my braces 2 days ago, and this is how I am. After... Like when it gets to this time of the evening, my eyes just like, it's like a
But then you
umbrella.
cuss me. Guys should cuss me and just say, oh, me I tired long because by 8 o'clock I'm going to bed. And...
That's a different, guys. My face short, but I'm not in bed. She's in bed by 8 o'clock, 9
Can you have to get your 8 hours sleep?
Fortunately, I don't get that.
Guys, for me, though, my day, I don't know. I have a rough day.
Oh, today was a rough day? Yeah. Mine was busy.
Yours
busy
was
day.
Busy? Mine just, it just it's sad. Which you know why. But, you know, like, and this is the thing, too, when we make the takeaway we learn from today. My day starts out with everything, you know, but upon this high, you know, beat and stuff. And then towards the end of the day, we get the local news. We get so disappointed. And I think the greater the disappointment is because of the greater the expectations that you had. So I just feel like sometimes I wonder, like, if you just go through life without no expectation.
No. That's not the formula. You're going to have, what do you call it? Disappointment.
True.
But it's for you to take away from those disappointments and don't allow them to shift your focus off your goal, like whatever you're desiring at that point, you know, because that's what the enemy working on. Remember, if we're trying to change our destiny, we're trying to break generational curse. You know, we're trying to come out of a certain situation. Don't think the enemy just going to sit back and just let you have an easy ride. No, but it's for you to take away. You have to evaluate the situation, you know, and you have to learn from it, and you have to move forward regardless. Because even if, you know, things don't work out the way you want at that time, it doesn't say it doesn't stop the plans that you have for yourself. Because you're gonna get there regardless. It might take a little longer, but you're gonna get there.
Just feel away. Just feel away, but anyway.
Feel away, but. You know, it's okay. I'm not worried. You know, you're gonna get there either ways. Why is my MacBook like it's not dead? Guys, you know? Guys, it came out. Guys, trouble. Because guess what? The questions, they're in that phone and that's recording. And so can you imagine? Oh God.
Why are we here today?
Yes, guys. We're here. So guys, tonight I'm your host and Amanda is in the hot seat, right? So for my Jamaican peeps, or Caribbean, if you want to take a second and grab your pen, grab your paper, because I feel like Amanda is gonna give out some useful information.
I'll try.
Yeah, that a lot of your subbies, like most of these questions, your subbies, they used to ask you a lot.
True.
So if they're smart, grab your blanket, grab your pillow, get comfortable with your whatever you're gonna ride in.
Yeah.
And yes, so
hopefully, because things have changed a little bit, but
but still
some things still probably remain the same.
Yeah, things have changed, but not drastically. I think. You think so? In terms,
I feel so.
Yeah.
Because in my time, which is not so long ago compared to now, when I hear like money with them have to have, and I'm
but
like,
some people have it.
True.
Everybody's situation.
True.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
True.
So guys, tonight we will be talking about Amanda's immigration journey to Canada. Yes. And I honestly feel like a lot of people have been waiting for this topic.
I know.
Yeah.
I have on Khaleesi's live, but that was just, I think, a fragment of like...
You've never really sit down and spoke of the journey, You haven't.
But I'm never ready for this. Guys, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this.
She is, guys. She got this. Yeah. And, so I feel like sometimes you got to share your journey with others to inspire, to help others along,
True.
the way. Yeah. So you ready? So first question I have for Amanda tonight, guys. What was life like in Jamaica? Like for you, growing up? Yeah, like give us a little background. Tell us a little about yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Life for me back in Jamaica, as it had its ups and downs, to be honest. Like, as a family, as a whole, we were fine. Like, my parents ensured that we were provided for, we were cared for. We never shot at anything. Anything that we needed to have, we would have gotten it.
Yeah. It's
more so, like growing up, kind of being a little bit like independent. You're going to college and you're still living with mommy and daddy, but they want to see like how you maneuver life in terms of independency and whatever. And then after like graduating from university and stuff, you're like trying to, like for me, I was trying to find myself, like what am I going to do with my degree that I have? Because guys, Jamaica system sets away. Like if we're going to be honest, it's
a bit different.
The system is you have to go to school, not just high school, go through college, go through university to get a job. But then when you graduate from college or university, you can't get the job.
True.
Because you don't have the experience. So how are you supposed to get experience when nobody's going to give you the chance to even do entry level? So I was struggling in terms of like getting a job in Jamaica. Like I remembered like applying to here, there, everywhere. They would sometimes respond to say, I'm sorry, you're not, whatever. You're not successful, we're moving on to somebody else. Or they would just not say anything, you just not hear anything. And I remembered one time, like I was just so upset. Like I was like, this is not it. Like you are now stuck in a system where some persons like myself, you may have taken out like a student loan to finish your education. you can't get a job to even repay that and to even like finance yourself.
And how long do they normally request payment after finishing school?
I think it's a year. I think they give you a year. I could be wrong, or I think it's immediately after you finish school. I don't remember, but it's somewhere along that line. And yeah, so I remember one time somebody said to me, "Listen, if you don't have no links in Jamaica,
but it's true,
you're not getting no job."
Jamaica.
So I'm like, that kind of corrupt though. You understand? Like, if you don't know nobody, you can't get a job, like with your own qualifications they have. And I just thought that was so unfair. Anyway, I remember like a friend of mine, a friend then, she said to me where she was working, they were looking for a operation supervisor, and her and I had the same studies. So she was the operations manager there, and then she said they needed an operations supervisor. So she knew that we studied the same thing, because what I studied, I went to University of Technology, guys. Nice. And I studied, I did my bachelor's in business administration, and then I majored in production and operations management, which basically is about like logistics, supply chain, those kind of things. And then I minored into HR, human resource management. So she pretty much did the same thing, the same major, and she said to apply. Applied, put her as a reference, bam, got a phone call. Got a phone call for the interview, went in, did my interview, and I kid you not, like a couple days after I got the job offer, I signed the contract and I started working. And I'm like, can you imagine if I did not know that person?
So links definitely.
Yeah.
Most Caribbean country guys, links run. Yeah.
But it shouldn't be.
It's who you know.
It's some women and nobody, right? No. Suppose we never know nobody in high places or no, like, suppose we crop out. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right? But, so that's how I got that
first job.
Out of college.
Yeah.
Right? But before even that, like straight out of like my last class, I wasn't graduated yet. So my last semester ended like around April 2018. And I went on the J1 program. Not sure if many people know what that is, but it's like a program for university students. They will go on the program for 4 or 5 months for the summer, work up a little money, and they use it to pay their their school fee.
So you went on that, and then.
But I went on it on my last year, so I was already done with school. Went away. I went to Massachusetts, in West Yarmouth. So when you do that, it's like you do like housekeeping jobs, you do like cashier,
any little
summer job that's happening, little summer gig at McDonald's, you know. So I went, I was working as a cashier at a supermarket called Shaw's. So that's where I spent my 4 or 5 months, and then I had another job. It's like an amusement place. It's like a bowling alley. Yeah, it's like a bowling alley with like an arcade setup. So sometimes I would be the cashier for the bowling alley, or sometimes I would be like one of those persons who at the arcade, like if the game is stuck, you reset it for the kids, you give them the fluffy stuff when them win it, and you know. So that is what I did, fresh from leaving like my last class. So when I came back to Jamaica, September 2018, I was done with school, just awaiting graduation in November. That's when I started, you know, looking for the jobs. Couldn't find any, but I was looking from even I was overseas. So just to make sure that when I come back, I'm landing into a job. Girl, not like that. So I got the job October 2018. Because when I came back, I'm like, hey, looking for a job, blah, blah, blah. She said, they're actually looking for somebody. So
She's the one who hooked you up.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Never stayed in it long though, but that is for another story. Like, I didn't stay in it long.
Put this one on something there.
So it paused or it's fine?
I don't know, but you didn't put it on airplane mode.
Oh. So you want me to pause it?
Sorry guys. She didn't put this one on airplane mode.
Supposed to start. Why?
Okay, so you were saying that you stayed connected with her after your...
Yeah, so I was saying I wasn't in that job for too long. Like, I don't think I was in that job for more than 2 months.
Really?
And
what happened?
I got fired.
What did you do?
I don't know.
Up until this day?
I'm being honest, like, I don't know. I know, okay. I know based on what I saw. So let me tell you what happened. So I started a job. I was the operations supervisor. So I was overseeing the production line staff and everything. We had different departments. And I was also overseeing like the dispatchers, the delivery drivers, and so on and so forth. But you know, when you're too good at your job and you just come and everybody give you praise and recognition and the bigger boss must say, oh wow, you're doing good, and your friend will make you come there now get that. You know, that friend, bad mind, jealousy, envy, something there. So it was to the point now where I would need guidance with certain things and I would go to her.
And she's the manager.
Should not help me no more.
You're under, so you have to go to her.
Yes. So she is one of those persons who love power. It's that power struggle, something there. When you and somebody, a friend, like, I kid you not, in college, we were like this. Going to the workplace, guys, how me stay at work, I work. You understand? Not but I expect me to sit down and lap fractal while we're at the people at workplace. Where I'm working. So I understand it's okay too if I come to this workplace. You and I are friends outside of the work. We're working at the same place. It's okay if I branch out and I meet other people. And it's okay if other people seem to like me or like you.
Yeah, that's fine.
She didn't like that. She formed a clique against me because when I come there now, other persons like her own friends and stuff, them see me, them like me, them talk to me and everything, and
she wasn't having that.
She never did have it. So you know what you do now, and you know yourself. You're out there, you know yourself. No, me I call you out, you know yourself. You know you're wrong for that. And up until this day, after I leave, so let me tell you. One day, I was stuck, needed help. I realized she kind of switched, so she would no longer give me the guidance. Come remember something new, you know. She's
so
been working at this
2 months, so you still need guidance.
She's been working here like forever. She knows, you know. She not tell me what to do. So me do little critical thinking on my own as a production, as an operation supervisor, and say, all right, bam, 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 bam. I'm gonna work it out, I figure it out. A little bit late, but I figure it out. And I realized, no, we would be at work. She no longer speak to me. She walk past me. She off and she puff. When me a call to her, she roll her eyes. She get people to sit in groups. She no longer want to have lunch with me. I'm gonna say, all right. Me just leave her. And when I start to know, I say, all right, you know what? And a friend make me come and work. I come and work, do my work. Whatever policies and protocols that she had in place was okay. I went in, and me is this person where I'm big on quality management. Again, that's what I studied. So I see like a framework where can shift around and change around and things can get better. A lot of companies would love those stuff. So me start change up little framework and me put it together, and bigger heads love it, and she not like that. You understand?
Yeah, overstep at this point.
Yeah, overstep. So it reached to a point now. Maybe me just reach probation yet, you know, say no, me walk and cook it straight.
Yeah.
So one day she called me in the office. Now, her and the boss, the CEO for the company, is close.
Okay.
Very close. One day, she called me into the office. The boss wasn't there. And she said she's doing a appraisal. In my head, I'm saying, oh, she did performance appraisal already. Because those appraisals, they do it like quarterly or at the end of the probation or whatever. Anyway, okay. I sit there. This is after the whole tension in the office. She not deal with me. She not talk to me.
No
so
communication.
right.
At this point.
She called me up and she said to me, I never forget. You're doing zero work here. You're not. Everything was negative. You know? When I tell you, I'm sit there, I'm look on her. And this is when it came to me when me hears a friend go down, friend back. I know the term when I'm like sleeping with the enemy or whatever. This is when I look like I'm say, I've been sitting and eating with the enemy all these years of my life. Like I look on her, tears come on my eye if I cry, and I could cry. To all my earth. Come as a people get wicked, sir. She looked at me and she said to me, say, you're doing zero work here. I have to be doing the work for you. You're incompetent.
But if there's no communication.
But you let nothing like that no go so.
But me say at this point she's not communicating with you either ways. You're doing everything on your own.
Right.
From what you're saying.
Right. But when she tell me about my performance,
it's a lie. She just wanted to get rid of
lies.
So pretty much she said she get you here.
Everybody in the office realized it, even people in different departments. Now, when she did that appraisal, I didn't see anything. You know why? Because in my head, I'm thinking, when she takes this to the bigger head, they're gonna draw me up now and question me.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was that. I don't remember what happened. I'm trying to remember what happened, guys, because I don't want to like with her.
Yeah.
Something happened. There was some thing happened because we also had to do like a petty cash thing, where because it was a gift company.
Yeah.
Right, one of them big gift company. When I tell you, so people like the MPs, Miss Kitty husband now used to call and order gifts and stuff like that for Miss Kitty and them big
company. Yeah.
So we used to like do the petty cash to send like the drivers to go to the market to get like fresh produce and stuff like that. I think it was something miscalculation with that. And it was her fault.
She put it on you.
She put it on me. And then I remember this lady, I don't remember her name. She pulled me aside and she said, be careful of that girl because she's trying to set you up.
And so said.
So said, so done. Anyways, I remember one day I was home and the boss called me and she said to me if I'm going to be at work next week. And I said yes. Yeah. And she said okay. And that was it. Because I guess she heard everything.
Yeah, so she wanted to.
Hello? The next day, I got an email saying effectively as of this day, you have been terminated.
From who? Who did that?
From the boss, the big guy, the
same lady that called you?
I never forget her name. My name starts with F. Your last name is F and it ends with M. You may still fire me, you know? You know you fire me. No, the lady fire me. I never forget. I don't forget your name. And as of effective immediately, you are terminated from your position. But then she
said she wanted to talk to you, like
blah blah. Yes, blah blah blah. And you let me read it, and I said, "So what? Fire me for why am I terminated?" Yeah. And I remember, I was so angry. I started to cry. I started crying. My mother said to me, "Say, don't worry. God see and him know." I said, I crying and come here and say, "Some women do nothing." Like if me do something, I could have said something. Could I say, "No, someone mess up?"
Jealousy started seeping in. Yeah.
So I never lasted in that position.
Because remember, I her territory, you know.
Yes.
And you come in on her territory. and come and get recognized and I do better than her.
And I wouldn't even say do better. Like the people them just like give credit where it's due. They might recognize you for your work.
But some people can't handle that. Yeah.
But me?
Yeah.
You see from that, like that, and I think it's a real thing when them say you have trigger traumas from your past. You see where I'm working now, you see anytime I hear nobody celebrate me, I tell them that. Like my friend say, don't do it.
Yeah. Because you haven't gotten over that.
It's just a trigger to me. So that I didn't last it long. So after that, I was then again looking for jobs again. Still the same thing. Now at this point, what will be my next link? Like, and you know the funny thing about that story, and the sister taught this every day. She was so upset. I just remember now I said that. So just before the friend link gave me that job, I had gotten through for an internship at King's House. If you don't know King's House, you don't know King's House. And I was going to be working at the Prime Minister's office as an intern. I remember going there on the first day, doing the tour. I say the commissioner of police. I say this MP, that the MP, the Prime Minister himself. And I said, wow, so I'm in high places. So when I was there, they said to me, because it's an internship, you're only gonna get a stipend, and the stipend is really to cover your lunch.
Excuse us? What kind of lunch money you want?
So it was to cover your lunch, and I think it would have covered bus fare. I think, but that would be about it.
I understand the internship still, but
they were saying like after that there will be
a job,
like room for growth, like you know, or either you're this MP assistant or that MP assistant or secretary or something, but then you like something is secured for you.
Okay.
So my sister said, "Girl, do it because you may never know who or what you will see, and probably take it out of the internship for a time and say, hey, I want this one to be the administrator or whatever. So the same girl, remember, so close. So you have a little friend where I tell everything and so. I tell her, I say, girl, you're nice and whatever. And she said, how much time I paying you? And I say, you know, they might get like a stipend or whatever. But now watch that. We had the networking and whatever. And she's like, no, come on, my
and
then I need somebody. Then you will get 80-something thousand a month. I'm gonna say, whoa.
Yeah. But you see, you better get it go, and that's a valuable lesson. You know?
Of course.
Maybe if you had gone there, you would have networked, and you would have ended up working
because
for
we hear the 80-something thousand per month now. Versus the stipend.
Of course, you're gonna.
And I'm like, okay, do I stay at network with stipend, lunch money, bus fare? Or I need the 80 grand per month. Fresh out of college.
And you need money, right? You need money, so
so you never say none of that. And then so after that, what I ended up doing, couldn't get a job. So guess who hired me?
Your
mom. My mother, my father. They hired me. So we have our restaurant, and they hired me to be the restaurant supervisor. So I was like doing the auditing with the books and everything, cashier.
You do everything.
Me cook, me clean,
everything.
Cashier, the books,
multitask.
Check stock, talk to their staff. Would them not behave good? Would them not give the good customer service? What you want, sir? So then they hired me, and from there, so now, but it kind of rough working with them, you know, because
are your parents?
You remember saying you learn this at school, and then you say, all right, quality management. Yes, mommy, I could do this, son, do this.
Because they're stuck in their ways.
So them have to wait for see to fall off
before
first.
them
Say, all right, I could try it this
that
way. So I did implement like a few framework in that business, and it did help with all of that. So yeah, because we used to have people like them order the food, but then people that get other people food who never order the food. I'm sorry, we need a ticketing system.
Yeah.
So I implemented a ticketing system, and that started to work good. And then we used the ticket fee for count of like how many food we sell for the day, how many. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, mommy and daddy.
And them set the tone, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, I think you pretty much sum up life in Jamaica. So, you know, why out of all the countries in the Western world, like why did you choose Canada? Like why Canada?
Honestly, don't bash me. We just didn't know whenever they want to stay at Jamaica. That's a number one.
Why Canada not? Yeah.
That's a number one.
Yeah.
When I went away on the J1 program, so Jamaica, to find a job, as me tell you, was so rough, and you know, I said, no man, this cannot be it. So then, when I went away on the J1 program, guys, this was not my first time abroad, but this was my first time in America.
Yeah.
As a young adult on my own. And when I went there, and Mrs. said, $2, give me 4 cases of water.
That's a foreign sweet.
Nice man. And my look, Mrs. said, like, me buy chicken and so, and it's like, it's so cheap, because this was 2018, right?
Yeah.
I said, but food cheap, man. When we go on, Mrs. said, me can eat things when I never used to eat. Since me I pick up shrimp. Me I pick up
and we can't buy shrimp in Jamaica back in those days. Must see the little crayfish we get at the river.
The janga.
The pepper shrimp.
Mrs. says, me I pick up strawberry.
And that
when I use the strawberry at Jamaica. What is
strawberry?
I'm gonna go peel an orange.
Yeah.
Or peel a banana. Right? So me I get like blueberry, raspberry, strawberry.
And those damn
look like no. And I said no, wow. Then I go step foot in the mall. Remember Jamaica you have to, well, me never go downtown, I never did really. So I have to stay uptown. And to be the uptown after tree, I'm afraid of downtown. After tree clothes them expensive.
Very.
Right? So when we go to the mall, I'm say 75% off.
It's a weird.
Mr. No man. And then at the time somebody told me about this thrift store named Goodwill. Yeah. So when we go in a Goodwill, guys, I kid you not, I think I spent was it $200? And when I tell us the amount of clothes up to this day, I still have clothes from that store. Yeah. Where when we wear it, we still get compliments. Where did you buy that? I'm gonna ship it to Goodwill in America. So when I went there and like me see how the stuff them affordable, and you know, it's like I said, wow. I said this nice. Yeah. So then I said, all right, where me go now? Me have 2 sisters in America, 1 sister in Canada. I said, all right. Whenever did I think about England or nowhere, because for me, I'm thinking, where can I go where I already have somebody? So support system. Yeah. So I said, all right, let me think about it. But then immediately I crossed America off of my mind, because me just never it was around the period of time where Black Lives Matters was like really like chanting everywhere. Black Lives Matters. And you know, the whole racism and me now, I'm look into that. I must say, all right, if me ever raise a family here, me have to be worried about like my husband, my kids them, like because of their color. And the police were supposed to protect you are the one where I gonna kill them off. So right away me ex-America.
Oh, that's it.
Just the truth. Based on that. And then started to do some research text my sister and I say, sis, oh, Canada stay. Like, I visited Canada.
Yeah.
But, like, what really stay for live?
Yeah.
And she said, boy, kind of hard to come over here, you know, but she know somebody who can help me through going to school, and that's the route that we can take on, whatever. So then, in my own research, we realized that Canada have this free healthcare system. So, like, even while I was in America, I ended up having to have a few doctor visits, but because I had insurance from the program, that helped. But then, me I look and me realize, say, not everything insurance help. Like, they don't have a free healthcare system there. Like, people are going in to have babies and they have to pay. And those things, I may say, oh, me very fertile and me want a lot of kids. What? Excuse me? What? Can you imagine me? I'm like, no. So I was like, okay, free healthcare. Tick, tick. So Canada, they just start tick a lot of things for me. And then I remember again visiting Canada and not really seeing that much of a racism.
Yeah, you didn't expect,
Right. So I said, all right, tick again. And I said, all right, you know what? I'm gonna work with Canada. And then I was trying to look at other like streams of how to go to America, and everybody keep telling me, why you have to marry, you know? You have to marry somebody. At the time I had my boyfriend. And me I said, so what, me I gonna marry somebody, you gonna marry somebody? All this like a workout, right? I had my partner and with that joke about it, and I said, so what? Which one are we gonna marry? Like, and he didn't say, oh, you for married somebody and me stay. Man. That can't work. So we're like, okay, so that definitely not gonna work out. Because none of we never they got allow the other person to marry, right? So decide, say, you know what? Canada. So that's how I chose Canada based on that.
Okay. So, how long was the application process for you moving with your family? So, because you moved with your entire family, right?
Yes.
So the transition was you at the time, your husband, and
husband at the time.
Yeah.
Heavy. Let me just set something straight here. Heavy on the at the time husband, right? Okay.
So
how long was the
how long was the process?
Okay, so came back 2018, started doing my research in 2018. The person who my sister recommended started having dialogue with them, and it's so funny, it was actually somebody from our church back home.
Back home.
So they.
So what is she like? Is it something that she does for as a career? Like, does she have an agency?
No, so it's a he.
Does he have an agency?
So, right now he wants to go into that. So he came to Canada as a student, and he brought his family with him. And it so happens that we know him and his family. Well, we know his wife. Through his wife, we knew him. So my sister made that connection and said, hey, speak to so and so, and that's how we were talking. And he's saying, you know what, I came to the school, this is what I did. And I'm like, can you help me please? And he's like, yeah, for sure, definitely, step by step will help you. But do your research. Where do you want to go? But no, look here, I want an Ontario, one of there, and this is me I come. We never did no research, guys. Mistake number one. I never did no research. Right?
But I find that weird. Like, you're the kind of person that you're always researching.
I never did no research in terms of like, because this is my thing again. I'm doing this thing. I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was scared. I've never not lived with my parents. And to be moving out into a new country with my family or whatever, I'm saying, like, for me, I'm scared. I want to go where I know somebody is there. Right. So I say, London over there, that's where I'm going.
Okay.
That's okay. I'm saying, okay. So then he said to me, I remember him saying to me that I should go to this agent, this immigration lawyer, to find out, because he was saying that his situation is different from mine, because he came up on a scholarship. So he's doing a PhD scholarship. And he was able to do that because he has done previous studies in Canada. Right. So he sent me to this guy, made my appointment. It was 4,000 Jamaican dollars at the time.
For the consultation.
For the consultation. Mind you, this guy thinks him did I do everything for me now, another lawyer, you know. But him no know say I just information. And him no know say my little brain quick
to grab all that he's saying,
Hello? So when I went there and paid my little 4,000 and we sit down, it was me and my partner at the time. And he was saying that it's best that my partner go to the school with the school route. Instead of me going to school, because his thing was I have a gap in learning. So this was like 2019. He was saying I stopped school in 2018. I haven't been, I remember I get a little job and then fire me. And then now me I work for my own family company. So him never really have that faith in me being the main applicant going to school. So he was saying my partner, because my partner at the time, he was working at KSAC. Right. So he was saying, you know, him feel like he is a better. And he was working in the field that he studied. So he was saying he's a stronger applicant. My partner said, no, babe. Better you go, because you're the brains. I'm tired of school, I'm done with school.
You can't bother with that again.
You go, you are the brains. You will max it up. So I get everything from A to Z from the immigration lawyer, and I never went back. That is the information that I took. Went back to my little friend now, where we know from church, and we break it apart, and we say, all right, let your partner go to school, because you were going. And I said, no, you know what? We decided, say,
you're gonna go to school.
We just said, all right, I'm gonna do it, but we have to straighten up here, look at application and whatever. So then I applied for school. So in immigrating to school, the first thing you want to do is apply for the school that you want to. So
that's the first thing, guys. Write it down. You need to. So they need to apply for the school over here
for the school of choice
as an international student.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't do like me. Research. So you're gonna research like which province you think is best in terms of money wise, like your budget, in terms of personality wise as well. Do you want to be out in the country? Do you want to be in the city area?
But honestly, I think in the country, like, you know, New Brunswick, even though Ontario is perfect, you know, for especially a Caribbean person coming here, because you'll see people like yourself.
The Atlantic provinces are really better
comparing to
So look at that. Look at like jobs, jobs that you might be doing after you're done your studies. Is it in demand?
But they can't leave, like, after they finish school, like they can change province after that.
If they want to. But remember, it take money for moving and up and down, so you know you just don't spend money per money, right? So you know, think about those things, and then so that would be number one. Number two, then you narrow down now in the province, the city, and then you narrow down to the school. So you apply to the school. At the time when I was applying, so I applied for hospitality and tourism operations management program. So that is a graduate certificate program, which is higher than a bachelor's. So you have to have a bachelor's degree to do that. Why I chose that, I really wanted to do operations management, but Remember London, I want to go with the people in there.
Yes.
And at that time, when you're applying, you have to make sure that what you're applying for ties in with what you've already done. So it makes sense to them that, you know, just come to school because you want to come and
Yes.
You just, come to school because you want to upgrade yourself, you want to further your career. So I was now a restaurant supervisor, and I studied at school production and operations management. So when you tie those together, why not do hospitality and tourism operations management?
Yeah.
So that's what I applied for. The application was like $120 at the time.
Yeah.
You do everything
just
online.
for the school.
Just for that application.
Okay.
And the application was really, every school again is different. Mine, I just did it online. Some school actually wanted you to mail the stuff to them. So mine was like on an online portal that you go, you create, and you apply. And all I did was I submitted my degree, a copy of my degree, and my transcript. Because that's what they needed to see proof of. And I think my CXC, guys, CXC important. I did submit my CXC because you have to have like English and maths, like, you know, those are the stuff. So look here, CXC important. And I kid you not, I applied Friday, and they have the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I never forget. Tuesday, the school responded to me saying, "You have been approved." Blah, 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 blah.
That was quick.
That was quick. So that was the first instance. No, the school part, I wasn't too like, oh yeah, because based on my research, the school are gonna accept you. The only way they won't is if they really don't have space.
And you're international student, more money.
Yeah. So it's, if they don't have space, and what you're applying for, you don't have the credential or the requirement to meet it, then other than that, they'll accept you. So now, after the school accepts you now, it would be time to submit to the embassy. So this is the big guns.
So now it's time to submit
for your student visa. So that can make or break you. So if they say to you after you submit, I don't think you're really coming to learn, you're denied.
So what's you would say like the biggest criteria? Like what do they really look for? Like when you're
They look for to see if one, you're a bona fide student, meaning you actually want to come to learn.
So they expect you to come back? They expect you to come back
You come to learn and you go back. So
how does it pertain with your family?
So
your family automatically get the same, like, approved under your same visa?
No, so let me break it up.
Okay.
So basically, they want to know, and this is how it gets so tricky. You as a student, they want to know that you're coming here to learn because you want to further your career. You want to get a global education to go back home to then be paid for that qualification that you now have, and you know you grow, you climb on the ladder back home. So that is the expectation. And so when you're applying, you apply. Most persons are advised to apply alone. And if you have family, you say, hey, I'm leaving Jim, Tim, Skippy, everybody home. May I go, you know? So those are my ties to my home. So once you have ties to your home country, them don't say you have to go back in your yard.
Okay, I'm getting you.
Right.
Yes.
So they want to know that you genuinely want to learn. Then you have some folks who will apply with their whole family and they're like, whoa. Well, I
turn them down.
I don't know going to study for the paper. No, man. Right? So in my time, that was like a big thing. Where you had to just apply solo with hopes that
tricky system.
After you apply solo,
guys, I trick this.
After you apply solo, you can then apply for your family.
So how does that process go? So after you apply, you got your...
No, me do it different. So me no want to make sure that my family good before all me.
So how you do that?
So, you see, guys, listen, sis,
you must have did your research.
Selfless.
You must have.
That's how sit when we do. Some people that never do.
Yeah.
So what I did was, so I had my sister here, as I told you. So we do a research. We know that once you have status here in Canada, Canada is a family country.
Yeah,
They love family. Regardless of what we just said a while ago, they love family.
Yeah.
So if you have status here and you apply for a family member of yours to have status, they'll get it.
Oh,
they're not gonna like separate you.
Yeah.
But at the time, because you know we do this thing now, so you can start link up with other people who do it, and you hear the stories say this one apply by themselves, so them not left Jim Brown, but them still get denied. But this one apply with them family and get approved. And I said, well on. So the difference with everybody now, it boils down to what ties do you have to your home country versus the ties you have to Canada.
Yeah. Your
ties to your home country should be greater than
what
that
you have here
in Canada. So you saying, oh, I live in my parents, but me I carry my baby them, and your ties are greater because you carry your baby, you can't leave your parents.
Yeah.
So they're looking at those things, and also, so ties was one. Second one is funds, like money. Like, can you provide for yourself? Can you? So you had to show them bank statements. So you had to show that you had the school fee for a whole year. So whatever your school fee was gonna be,
you had to have that for a whole year
in your bank statement.
Wow.
You also had to show proof of funds for cost of living for the entire year as well.
Wow, like rent and wow.
Yes, at the time, so that's why I say things change now, because at the time it was a standard $10,000, $10,000 Canadian dollars for the cost of living.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it was 10,000 Canadian. Wow. So that would be like $1 million Jamaican, and then you had to show the school fee for the year. So let's say if your school fee for the year was say 20,000, so 20,000 plus the 10, you had to have like 3 million.
Okay.
In your bank, and that's just for you. So imagine if you say a one car skip blue, everybody
have
with extra for those people.
Okay.
So that was the third thing. The fourth thing is that whatever you are going to study should show that it's in alignment with what you either were studying before or you're currently, like your current job. It has to show, it can't mismatch, it can't was a teacher and then no study to be designer. Yeah, it had to be aligned.
Yeah.
So that was the fourth thing. The fifth thing was that you could not, you just couldn't seem like a non-progressive.
Okay.
So you can't been to go school 10 years ago. You're not have a job, you're not work, you're not. I just get up one day, walk at school stuff after 10 years. It just
you have to be
right. Yeah. So you had to show that you are progressive.
You're doing something.
Another thing you had to take into consideration: if you're a person when you go foreign. And you feel like if you stay with your whole 6 months because you own the country.
That affect you.
That affect you. Because I must say that person look like them not really.
They will run out.
Yeah, them not really honor visa requirements, you know.
Yes.
So they look at those things.
Okay.
So then, all of that combined now, you have what is called a letter of explanation. So in your letter of explanation now.
But wait, you're going to letter. So wait, you said you went to embassy. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna reach it. This is the process. You say, me get my family first. Okay.
Okay.
So alright, fine. So what I did was true. My sister, right? So I have a sister here, and in order to come here, she like if you have somebody here, they send you a letter of invitation.
Yeah.
In our invitation letter.
So she sent your
husband at the time, he was my partner. We never married yet. He was my partner. And so she sent that. She and her husband sent that for him and sent for my daughter.
Okay.
No, I applied for them both together.
Okay.
when I apply, because that was my thinking, I wanted to ensure they get, because me so confident. So me I get through.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure say,
no if, no but, nor
me
maybe.
get through. So I wanted to ensure that they get through first. So when I applied for their visa, them time then, visa on them something like 3 weeks. Not take long. When they said 21 days, they mean 21 days.
Yeah.
So I remember I applied for both of them on one application. I remember my sister saying, don't do that now. Because it's a partner and your child, but still don't put it on one application.
Yeah.
You mean we're one big happy family, why not? So I put it in.
So you know.
So I put it in. And then 3 weeks later, me go for collect it and me skip and me go and me dance and outro we go for collect it.
Yeah.
When we open it, he was fine. So he got like, I think he had probably 7 years. He had 7 years for a passport. I don't remember.
7, yeah. Or 5. I think cannot.
No,
well,
man,
I know back in my days it was like a 5-year.
No, man. He had, I think you had 7 years. I can't see you. In a passport left.
So they gave him 7
So they gave him the full amount to his passport, which is what they normally do. So if you have 10 years left in your passport and a mag year, then get it 10 years.
Yeah.
So I think it was 7. My daughter now, she get 1 entry. I said, 1 entry?
Yeah, like.
I said, no, sir. So you know, somebody, you know, I was so like, but I feel devastated until I pick up the phone, call my sister, call the same guy who was helping us, and they both said, you know what, I think it's because you put 2 of them
on the
same application. So I said, all right then, no problem. And I think how old was she? No, it never did expire. I was about to say it was gonna expire, but no. So then they said, reapply again for her. So this time I reapplied for her.
And she didn't travel on it?
On the 1 entry?
Yeah.
No. But we reapplied.
How long after?
So I reapplied, I don't think it was too long after, because I just wasn't satisfied. So I remember the guy who was helping us saying to wait a little bit, and then I reapplied with just her, and she got her 5 years.
Wow. And she didn't use the visa? And you know, normally Canadian embassy, if you don't use that visa.
That was just a 1 entry. Like, what shall I go with that? Like,
yeah.
So we realized it kind of tricky again, the system. So we realized because I paired them together, them give him, never give her, and just, So when Mr. said it for them have the visa now, I said, all right, my turn. So this was July 2019. I had my stuff together. So a lot of stuff, guys. So for me, it's like everybody's situation is different. But in general, you have to have the letter of acceptance from the school. So you have to have that in your application to the embassy to show, say, hey, one school accept me. Also, coming to school here, you can't just get any school. You have to go to a school that is a designated learning institution. So Canada have a list on their website. You type in DLI schools. It has to be underneath that. Reason being, if it's not, you won't be able to get approved. Or sometimes it's not, and when you finish school, you're not able to work.
Okay, so if they don't get one of the designated
learning institution school, then
can affect them in the long run.
It will, not can, it will.
So
yeah.
Put a red mark over that.
Yeah, so I had that, the DLI number for the school, proof of funds, the bank statement. I had my job letter from my mommy and my daddy. Also, because it was a family-owned business, which would show like self-employed or whatever, I had to show the business documents. So I had to show that the business was a legit business. So we had to show the business papers.
Registration.
Business registration from Jesus was a boy, long time business. So I had to show those things. A family information form. So like on
for
the
your family here.
For my family in total. So like in that family information, I had to put my mom, my dad. So for each person, you have to put who they are to you, where do they live, are they traveling with you to Canada?
Okay.
So I'm gonna put mommy, daddy, my partner at the time, my daughter, their name, who they are to me, their address, and they're not coming with me.
Okay.
Then I put my sister, her Canada address. She doesn't live there, so she's not traveling with me. And then it had like a general application form. And then when you go on the website, guys, they do have like...
What's that website for like your Jamaican peeps?
Oh my God.
Maybe you can put it in the...
I can put it right here.
When you're...
Just,
in case they want to go and check it out. Yeah.
So... Yeah, that website, it will tell you everything, like the checklist of what you need, and you just go by it. But always remember to put this a key one, the explanation letter. So you have to explain at the time when it's like, sell yourself, I want to come to Canada to study because I want this big international education, and all the things that you really love. Like me did really love Canada when visiting Canada and stuff. I mean, I said, boy, it's so beautiful. It's so, and so, the diverse culture that they have. And I spoke about all those stuff. And then Mariah said it. And I was there. May I come back on my yard? So that was a thing where you had to ensure to let them know that you're going back home to further yourself. Because really and truly, guys, there are some people who actually... when they come here to study, they do go back home with the education that they learn and they have and further themselves. So you do have people actually, not everybody wants to stay here, to be honest. So I had that. I submitted July 2019. And I don't remember what day exactly, but I submitted. I submit, I said, Jesus. Nervous. For the rest of the time then, I'm so nervous. I'm like, oh my God. So I started checking like every single day. I would check to see if they reply back in. Because at that time, again, that never did take long. Right? Things like as you apply those things.
Not like now.
Yeah. So I'm going to check. And one day I said, I'm just stop check. Anyways, I remember we were all on the veranda. So it was me, my partner at the time, my mom, she did a little sewing, and Khalid did run a plant out. And my partner at the time said to me, I said, babe, when last I checked that something?
Your email.
Yes. I said, I'm going to check it about 2 days now. He said, so you're not check it? So I said, boy, I'm afraid. So I said, check it, man. And guys, as I sit here, I go in my phone and I see the message in my junk sitting. I'm like, oh my God. I said, I'm afraid for police. So I said, this.
So did you know it would go to your junk, or you just say, okay?
No, because I have to check your junk and your... Because sometimes it does go to your junk.
Okay.
So I said, all right, this is the moment we're waiting for. Like, what is going to happen?
Yeah.
Like, this is going to make or break us. Oh my God. So, me call everybody if you get around now. You know, things say, when you pass a bar exam and you want to know if you're going to be the lawyer or the doctor or whatever. Me call everybody around and open it, and I remember opening. I remember clicking it. And sis, when I tell you my eye frazzle dazzle, I don't want to say no word than approve. Me don't want to, so me know I scan out the email.
I can't say approve.
And when I say the approve, I say, why? I screamed. Like, I was so excited. I said, we get it. No. We start jumping up on the veranda. I said, my mother, Mommy never believe in me, you know. Mommy, Mommy never believe in me. Mommy, you never believe in me. I wouldn't even say she never believed in me, but she just
never think you
feel
were
like
capable of doing it by yourself.
Yeah, she
Like
feel like
you
we
should
need
professional.
a professional to do it. She feel like say, and mommy, me have you, hold on. Mommy feel like say because my little sister did try it and Canada tell her to go back home.
Yeah.
She feel like the same thing happened to me.
Oh, okay.
Because what my little sister did, my little sister was here for summer.
Oh, she's vacation from here, yeah.
And then she decides, oh, I want to stay. I want to go to school.
Yeah.
Put in her application. Them said, no, man. You have to apply from your home country.
Yeah.
To come here. You can't be here applying from here.
Yeah.
Which is kind of stupid because fast forward to now, you can actually come here
and
change your status.
Yeah.
Apply from
things
here.
And time change.
Yeah. So I just never hear never hear destiny that mama. So my mom think that because that happened to my younger sister, something I will go bad. And guys, when I tell you, I don't remember what day that application was submitted, but in 8 days I got that approval.
8 days, not 21 days.
No,
8 days.
8 days. 8 days.
Wow.
So I was approved. I know my daughter had her visa. I know some my partner have seen visa. My Gucci.
Yeah.
My good. What
so
could
the
go
fact
wrong?
that so now you have your student visa now, right?
Yes.
So the transition now. So how do you guys? I always wonder, like, how do you transition now? With you have a student visa, they have visitor.
Regular visa, yeah. So the plan was, this was the initial plan. So remember, this is 2019 when I got through. So I applied for May 2020 intake. This was July 2019 when I got through.
So you're supposed to come to school in a couple
months.
Yeah.
Like the next year for May 2020. So the plan was, so this is what everybody has to know. So once I land in Canada, they have their visitor's visa. They can visit me. And once they're on the soil here, I can change their status.
Okay, now I get it.
Yeah, because they're attached to me.
Yeah.
That's my daughter. That's my partner.
Okay.
So I can change her status to, because she's under 14, she doesn't need a study permit. So I can change her status to a visitor's record to go to school. And I can change his status to a work permit to work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I say, make sure so them good first.
Because you had done all your research, because you know that. Yeah.
So I wanted to ensure they were okay before I did my thing.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So overall now, did you find the process challenging or easy? I don't think from what you...
Honestly, I turned one piece of immigration guru after that.
It's true, because your page that you have now on YouTube, that was your immigration.
So my As Told by Amanda, it came to life, or it was birth, because I wanted to tell the people
to get to Canada.
As told by me.
Yeah.
Right? So using my experience, I started to tell them, hey guys, do this, do that. Like, but start a full school session. I remember I was like doing a whole presentation. I have the people that come to class on a live, writing down them notes.
Yes.
I literally had topics. So like this week topic would be just letter of explanation.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you what your first
stanza
should have.
Oh
God, man.
You did.
I'm gonna tell them what them first stanza are supposed to have. The second one to make me give them example of lines.
Yes. Didn't you have like a what do you call it?
A
WhatsApp group.
I created a group. Yeah. So apart from doing the lives and teaching them, I then decided, hey, why not create a group? But I said, I don't really want to do WhatsApp. Is there any other way we can do a group? Learned about Telegram, bam. So the same people I was teaching on YouTube, they were following me on Instagram as well. And one day I say, hey, click this link, join the Telegram group.
Yeah, so you guys start networking and helping.
Oh my God, I started putting in resources. So as soon as I drop a YouTube video, I put the link in, them go watch it, they come back with discuss. Later night, may I help people with application. People say, Amanda, but just email my explanation letter, read it, proofread it, let me know. I say, all right, this doesn't sound good. Put this, put that. And so I build a community.
Yeah, I commend you for that though, because a lot of people wouldn't do it.
True.
Yeah, because it takes.
They would for money.
Yeah.
Because I remember even when I was doing it, I had like a lot of sidebar chatting and people saying to me, "Why you do this for free?
Yeah.
Why you not charge people? Because you know what, immigration come lock up. You have license." Because what? I don't have license to do it.
Yes.
Right?
So
and to be honest, the money part wasn't it for me, because me, I look on it. It's the same way like how this guy could have helped me. When I tell you, the man have him wife and him pick me and some hours I would on phone with where my help me.
Yeah.
Me, I look on it and I say me can pay it forward to other people. Now, me more outspoken and outgoing, so I'm going to create a channel.
Yeah.
A lot of persons, when they're migrating, them keep it on the hush. They don't want nobody know them business.
Yeah.
They don't want nobody know how them come. Me,
no,
it's a Jamaican thing or a Caribbean thing, but me, I'm not a gatekeeper.
Yeah, that's me too. I like to share it.
I like to share.
Yeah.
Right. So I was more outgoing. So I build my channel. I'm say, I stole by Amanda. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start show them the co-ways and stuff. And that group had over like close to 300 people at one point. Mind you, the group is still there, but it's spending for itself. Yeah. Because we have had put so many resources in the group of pin it. So if persons want, I even started like, that part is no longer going, but I started like a template, like a Google template. It was getting so big, I had to have like different admins to run the template. So like if you join the group and say you want to go to New Brunswick, you just go, look in the resource, in the file section, pull up, and you see all of the New Brunswick people where they're from. This one is from Jamaica, this one is from Trinidad, and you see how to contact them.
And so they would help each one.
And they go and then meet at the airport, then come collect you. And so we had that little family support system where you would have already built that connection with that person in New Brunswick before you even get there.
Yes.
And when you reach there, them already did help you with an apartment or hang with them until they get a space. And so it was like that.
Okay. All right. So you pretty much shared with us the process in Jamaica. All right. So out of all that now, could you give us 3 useful tips that you would tell somebody from the Caribbean who wants to come to Canada to take the same route? Like 3 useful tips that you wish you knew that would make their journey easier coming here.
Okay, 3 useful tips.
Yeah.
One, I would say, is to do your research in terms of what is the economy like in the province that you so desire to go, or in the city that you so desire to go. What it is looking like in terms of like the rent prices, the cost of living, in terms of food, jobs. You also want to look at the crime rate and things like that, just to ensure that it's a good living area for you, or even for you and your family. So definitely research. And when I say research, do not rush. Take a year to research. So if you know that you want to come to Canada, don't say, okay, more I'll go to Canada by next month, Take a whole year and research. Like, you do have a lot of things to think about and to put perspective into planning into perspective. So that's one. Okay. The second useful tip, I would say, when you're coming here as a student, when you don't need to worry, hey, me walk with Dutch pot, and medicine.
No, bring your medicine. Bring your medicine. Why? I the same thing, honestly. Which Jamaican?
Listen, we walk with a Dutch pot.
Yeah.
Like, so guys, they do have everything here.
And the pot them cheaper, guys. Like,
yes.
You can get pot here cheap.
Just to let you know. So they have them here. So I would say when you're packing,
what about the season?
You pack for the season. Definitely bring your curry.
I don't
bring your Maggie. Yeah, bring that. But like, don't follow me and bring sheet and curtain and you know they have those stuff here.
Yeah.
So like when you're packing, I would say pack for the season that you're coming into. Oh, speaking of season. Nobody feel like the jacket when I have can work over here.
So nobody buy the jacket back home. Come over here, carry the money.
Yeah, come here, come back. Don't buy the jacket back home. I'm telling you, just walk with your little jeans, your little tops, them or whatever.
Sweaters
is fine. Yeah. But I promise you, the jackets you have, it won't help you. So that's 2. And the third one is when you come here as a student. You have to change your mindset. And that's one of the things that a lot of people, it messes them up mentally. And some persons actually get depressed. I understand you're a lawyer back home. You're the head of neurosurgery.
Yeah.
I understand that, right?
But it's a different...
Canada don't care. When you come here, they strip you, right? So get into that mindset that when you come here, you may just have to be a self-checkout attendant.
Yeah.
You may just have to be a McDonald's cashier, right? You may have to be a janitor, whatever the case may be, before you can get to where you actually want to be. You may have to be working in a factory or something. No, it doesn't mean that it's demeaning. Like, over here, they don't look down on jobs as much as we do back home. So back home, why would I never do that?
Right.
Here, you do it because, to get the money to get where you're going to, right?
And what you need to tell them too, sometimes your job that you're working back home, like,
it would have matched up to even those jobs that you get here.
The warehouse maybe pay way more money than, you know, so that's something to, for your mindset, for the mindset.
So just come with the mindset knowing that you're starting over.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be like that forever.
Yeah.
You just have to come with that mindset knowing that you want to go to your nose off a run. You're going to do this sacrifice for a little bit until you get to where you want to.
Okay.
So that would be my...
All right. So, with that, we're done with Jamaica now.
Oh, when which Canada?
So now you're in Canada, right?
Okay.
So what was it like when you finally got here? Because this is something you've been waiting, for the longest. So you finally come.
Yeah.
Did Canada meet your expectation?
Before we talk about that, guys, because when we finally reach here, I said, thank God. So let me go back a little bit. 2020, pandemic came.
So that's when you came.
Yeah, so I came to Canada 2020 in the pandemic.
Yeah, because like a week before the shutdown?
No. So I was starting school May 2020. My tickets were booked. So at this point, we were all traveling. Yeah. Me, my daughter, and my ex. Because now we know the system. All right, we're going to travel, we're going to change the status. Tickets were booked for March. Never forget. No, my tickets were booked for April 2nd, 3rd, thereabout. March, then come COVID. Can't really hear about COVID. This COVID thing coming, from like about the end of 2019. I must have tried China, it's on the state China.
Yeah.
And then it started getting serious in January, February. And I said, oh my God. Then the first case hit Jamaica ending March. I remember one day I was home, my ex-partner at the time, he was a teacher, high school teacher, and we saw him coming home. I mean, I said, wait, come on, so earlier. He said, you want to go home? He said, no. He said, place shut down. Because first case of coronavirus.
Yes.
I said, wait a minute, place shut down. He said, sis, Jamaica never take it for joke, shut down schools, send out everybody, shut down airports. Because at that time, once your country had the virus, the airport have a lockdown.
Yeah, I remember.
Nobody cannot go. Nobody
can cross.
Sis McCray?
Because no,
Sis
you're supposed to fly out.
Sis, the 26th of March, them shut down of a fly out April 2nd. Okay.
Wow.
Guys, I must have said, she can cry.
No man, would I cry too?
No, me cry.
Yeah. Did you have your plane ticket insured?
No.
But you got back you didn't lose it though.
No, long after. So that happened. So now we were stuck in Jamaica. So then nobody cut this virus thing. Nobody knew what they wanted to do. So anyway, the school deferred me from May because school not keep a Canada either.
Oh yeah, because school shut down, yeah.
Because Canada now did have the virus, them shut down too. Nobody them now let in either. And the school them shut down. Remember, someone never know, so we could have online school, we could have online work. Nobody never know them something there. We did only know 9 to 5 going to work. Book and pen to go to school.
Yep.
Right? So this was so new now. Teacher try to teach online and pure carelessness to that.
Chaos.
Yeah, so at that point now, Fanshawe finally got it together and said, okay, I'm gonna defer you from May to September intake. By September we're good. I said, oh wow, September, nice. Called the airlines and I said, all right, can you push down my flight to and I said, okay, and then change it to August. All right, cool. August step in, place still shut down. Nobody
not kidding.
At that point, my parents were in Canada and they were stuck. So they couldn't come back home.
Wow.
So me now I run restaurant by myself.
When you all leave, right?
So me I run it by myself. Me I just stop by myself. Me I cook. Remember, you know, coronavirus, so all the workers them and something going on. Me and my ex, we run shop now. So, and them still shut down. So then I think they did tweak it a little bit for like who wanted to leave could leave. So my parents had finally come down. And we come down around, I don't remember one month, I'm gonna want to lie. But then they finally come down. We still couldn't leave.
Couldn't leave, yeah.
Because Canada tightened up. So then I remember watching IRCC page so keenly. And so to them say, by, like this is September, by December 31st, 2020, all students.
Okay guys, sorry about that. Or storage.
You're tired.
What is storage full, guys? So what would it reach now?
So yeah, so I was saying something about the September. Place still shut down. So yes, so then IRCC put out that all students who applied for a study permit before March 2020 must be, and then italize and caps bold it, must be in Canada by December 31st, 2020.
Wow. And you're supposed to start school when?
So I had deferred to September, but this was like now in August they sent out this bulletin. So if you know, say you get a study permit before, remember me get it from 2019, and you know you get a study permit before March 2020, because now they're giving us leeway. Because remember, some March the COVID really hit it. All of who did get it before COVID, we are allowing them to come to Canada by December 2020.
Okay.
So I said, whoa, God is good. God, I say, yes. So then I moved my Macaulay Airlines and said, move the ticket to December then.
Yeah.
So then no, I had to like kind of restructure my thing. I'm gonna say definitely me about Canada no. We're gonna stay. So at that point you had to quarantine.
Yes.
So at that point, I have like quarantine hotel and quarantine this and quarantine that. But it never reached the hotel part yet when I was doing it. I could still quarantine with like friends, family, friends, and whatever. So that's what I did. Quarantine at a family friend in the basement. So
So you're in Canada now?
No, wait, no, before we go to Canada.
To Canada, why you get here?
Oh no. So no, I don't get there.
Yeah.
So this was like no, December. I never forget. I booked the flight for December 15th. Mind you, going like leading up to the days. The same guy who helped me, I said, boy, I'm gonna sure in a way I try to find out if everybody can travel there, like on a normal basis, everybody can, but they must say students. So then just before, like a couple days before, we found on the site saying like students can travel with their family if they meet these kind of requirements. And one of the requirements was that the traveling family members must prove that they're coming to Canada to live at this point and not visit.
So how do you prove that?
Because at the time, they didn't want no visitors. Because there's not a time for no visitor yet. Where you come visit, there's
nothing to visit.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're coming, it means you're coming to live. So we saw that and we highlighted it and we said, all right, so that means that we can go tell them, say, we are come live. Remember, you know, when you have a visa, you know, visitors visa, you can't say you're going to leave.
No, but
because I'm going to visit.
Yeah,
but because,
yeah.
So I said, wow, watch God work. Anyways, we drive, go mobile. So between me, my daughter and him, I think we had 3 suitcases each. I think. We didn't have 40 suitcases.
Yeah.
Because we have a foreign go live.
Now go back.
Right? So we were leaving from Kingston to Montego Bay, and we took the Nutsford bus. On the Nutsford, you have to pay for your ticket, plus your luggage.
Yeah.
I don't remember how much money it cost me, guys. Oh my God, but it cost me a whole heap of money. And we got there, we were the first in line, we have vlog and everything, and we said, ooh, Canada, here we come. So when we reach up now and we say, yeah, we're coming to live and blah, 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 them stop we and make we know say, based on the website, only me alone can go.
So where were you now? At Montego Bay?
Montego Bay Airport. They're saying they cannot check in all 3. My daughter and him, they have to go back to Kingston. I'll make the flight at 3. I said, no, man, you don't really understand. I don't think you understand. Like, the site say, if we intend to live, they can come.
Yeah.
They didn't know. They still they must say, man, you cannot have them come here, blah, blah, blah. Because what it messed me up was, I don't remember the question they asked him. They asked him a question. Oh my God. I think they asked him where he works now or when is he coming back. Some ticket thing. They asked him. They asked him a trick question.
Yeah, this is the immigration.
This is the people and they're supposed to check it in. Like regular check-in.
Yeah, so why all the questions?
Thank you. That's what everybody was saying. I don't remember the question, but I think they asked him something about his return ticket. Because
you guys didn't have return
we didn't buy a return or either we didn't or we did. Oh my God, I think we had a return ticket. And I don't remember if we had it, and the problem was because we had a return ticket if we had come to leave. But some return ticket issue and trip question, and that was it. Them said can't go. So because he couldn't go based on the answer he gave, they're now saying my daughter can't go either. So I said, but me can't go. I said, well, me not going on the flight. I said, that's a one flight gonna miss.
Yeah.
And me determined, sis. So she said, you're not going on the flight? I said, nope, not going on the flight. And when me I beg them, still I say, only me. Sister, all you can do is ball. Once again,
cry.
Once again, me cry. And a cute crying me at the airport. One piece of cow bawling, but it have KFC chicken. I'm dash with the pull of that dash with a ground. I'm reach a ground, boy.
A ground?
When you say I'm spread out on the suitcase, me a ball. And me cry, come here, Because the thing was, I said to her, if I leave them, when will I see them? Because nobody is things serious and nobody know when COVID ever done. Yeah. You know. I said, if I leave them, when will I see them? She said, I can't guarantee that, probably a year from now, because we're nowhere near opening to the public. Right. So I said, 1 year? My daughter. She's like, but you're going to school and you're going to school for 2 years. I'm say,
that wasn't the plan.
I think you understand. 1 year to see my daughter. So she said, if me leave them, because at the time too, so if you leave them, your family, them just have to wait till the borders open whenever it is. But if you go with them, it's fine. But because them not sure, so we are going to live and. So anyway, sis, one piece of cold ball, you know, tell us, send me a papa. To the point where they maybe think that I go pass up, and I know one man come and say, you want a wheelchair? Like they want ambulance, they want call them crowd for me. Sis, me cry. When I tell you, I cry myself to the God. Sis, I ever cry so separate and apart from when we did lose my brother-in-law, but me cry. And my partner at the time. Yeah. It's a crab ball, you know. Your ball to one of Jamaica, you know. Your ball to one of Jamaica. So, him now up there. I'm really see him up there, man. So I'm using like a charm. You know, get her down to speed. Little. She didn't go on. She didn't go on. I don't know what she didn't go on. So, you kind of use him like a charm, get her down, and she start telling him, say, all right, you want to do no. Them tell me, no, them I say, flight is going to leave, blah, blah, blah. And I say, no, I'm not going. Them tell me, no, I call the guy ready to help me. I call my sister, I call everybody, because everybody said, but that's his foolish thing. Yeah. And I said, somebody, you go on now? I said, no, I'm not going. I'm not going. So, him didn't know, and he might talk to them, man. So, like, the flight gone. The flight gone? You see, when me see, it took me that ball. You see, when me look on my watch and see, 3:01. The flight gone. I may look up on the board and she said, departed. I didn't tell them about. I said, the people really not let me in. I didn't tell them about. Them tell them about. Them tell them, you know, I have to do COVID test on them, something she said negative or whatever. So now I say, so I'm going to know, so the last bus, they're going to leave Montego Bay 5 o'clock in the evening. And I feel the money what we spend, I think about $18,000 if you know something we spend come. Yeah. You have to spend the next $18,000 go back home, you know? No flight. Money that different, like.
So did you guys lose that flight money?
No. So here I wanna lose it now. So she said to him, cause remember I'm working charm. So she said, go there next decks. They saw. At the time I traveled with a friend to cause she did forget Canada, she never get forgot, but she lucky. Some of her kids them born in America. She have an American visa, you know. She just call her husband and say, here, them now let me in Canada, you know. Book my flight, send me book back, and she go over to the JetBlue, pay for your flight instantly, them gone.
So they go to America.
They've gone to America, beat their balls. Right? So you go at the place and switch the date. So what she told him after I talked to her, she told him, say, what you now have to prove, because of what you tell me today, you now have to prove that you're leaving Jamaica for good. You have to resign from your work. So what we wanted to do was, he was a teacher and he was working online, cause school online. So yeah, travel, you go foreign, you can teach online. Yeah. It no matter where you is. So money would have come in for we there, so because he's teaching online. Now she's saying him have to resign his work. Them stay though. Him have to resign him work to prove to them where they're not a check-in.
And why does he need to prove to them they're not immigration officer?
From him answer, everything what she said, I don't know how true it is. Maybe somebody out there that work in the airline system, she said from him answer, she put it in the system and it went to the border services in Canada. Picture and everything. So, them already know, say, he's a non-entry to Canada, is what she's saying. So she said, no, you have to prove it, so you have to come with the resignation letter for sure, say, you really and truly
I leave.
I'm sorry, right, me do it. So now them give way, so that was the 15th. We rebooked for the 18th. Sis, why? Me I got Kingston, me not happy. Sick on the bus. I must say, baby, alright. I want to talk to nobody, but vex with the world.
Yeah.
I want nobody talk to me. I must say, we're gonna get through this, man. We don't have a plan. So what you did a plan for the was tell them, say, he might resign, but he not really resign. He just want a resignation letter. Don't put it through, just give me a resignation letter. That's it. We don't know which boo-boo the fool get the information. But them actually put it through.
Oh my goodness.
So he resigned for real. Like it got through to the wrong ears and the ears feel like he did a resign.
Or maybe the ears just purpose, you know,
like... And he did that for resign for true.
Yeah. Resign
for true, alright then, no problem. So this time now, because we were vlogging, we did shame. We did shame. So when we go home the Wednesday, the 15th, I never forget. I put the clothes in for wash. I'm gonna say we'll wear them back Friday. I'll continue the vlog. It's like we're back like we never left.
Yeah.
So Friday we'll leave. You remember if we want no KFC? We don't want nothing. Got nuts for again the next $18,000. Wow. Back pan the nuts for. Reach them now. First in line again. I'm not Jesus, me nervous. This time I never better start the vlog.
Yeah.
But when I got to the airport, everybody hailed me up. Everybody know me.
Because they see I know to accept me from the last time.
I said, how you doing? I said, what everybody know? But I said, the thing say, they're just being, you know.
Maybe from your vlogs or.
No, I think them just have good customer service that hail me up. So anyway, when time comes, I should make sure so if come back to she personally. I guess we'll just see the carry on when I put on her so. So we go back to her personally, and she asked for the only thing she asked for was the resignation letter. I handed it to her, and she said, "Okay, you guys can go now. You're checked in."
That's it.
That's it. She said she don't need nothing else because she don't have everything else for it. Nothing else. You see when she said so? I said, "Come, start vlog." I said, "Going to Canada, guys. Check out my feet."
The vlog continues.
Oh, when we reach upstairs now, where the lounge area, one man come up to me and said, "No, you did not cry. You get through. You must swear bad." And she kill me.
Because that day you did have a lot of that crying.
Man say, "Boss, everybody are healed me, but me say." I said, I'm glad for you, man. Glad for you.
But you cry for the whole of you.
I said, everybody you should have shame. Making people them know you. So that was that little, you know. So and that was that trip here. So we come here now. First expectation. Well, I'm make it, you know. Because I was then. I'm not gonna lie, me did think about it like how Mr. America did a run. $2 give me 4 cases of water. When we reach here, now, wow, I'm gonna make it. Yeah. In no time.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a house, a car.
Yeah. Pandemic.
So that was my expectations. Even though there was a pandemic, I said, this too shall pass.
Nobody never expect
pandemic for the last about 2 years. No. Somebody said this too shall pass. So my expectations was finally make out of Jamaica from this when I say struggles, the high crime rates, which I think is linked to poverty as well. The struggle with, you know, finding good, solid jobs. If
and then you're trying to venture to with your family, so you want independence with your partner. You know?
So I said, all right, this is it. I was just excited. That was just my expectations of being here. Okay.
So now you're there. You're now you're rich. You know. So my question to you now, what was it like when you finally got here?
Boy, sis, one joy with the upon me. I can't. Hey, you never watch a vlog when me step out of the airport in the heels? Come talk to me.
Heels, you come up in a hello?
I changed out in my heels. It was December and I have one booty. I'd have heels on me and clapping it and to hold me out. You couldn't say. When me tell you say, you couldn't talk to me.
Until that you can't find.
You couldn't talk to me to like there was just this because after all of that rigmarole, but then nervous. Come and say him just resign him job and where the money will come from.
Yeah, because that was the plan.
That was the plan. You understand? So I were a quarantine, so while we're quarantined, he would be working and we're getting
can't have that little money.
But in the back of my head, I said, oh my God, I said, no what? God, I gotta find a way. So I said, I try to comfort my little self, somebody happy and all the way. But happy and you know, where I said, oh, this is Canada. And I was so excited for him too because Khalees, she's been to Canada. I've been to Canada. He has never been to Canada. Always irritated about this Canada. He has always been to America. So the moment he came to Canada, he must have said, whoa, Canada pretty and clean. And he must have said, wow. So it was to the point where the driver, like, him could have easily pick out whose first time to Canada it was. And he started to make fun of him because he was like, oh my, Canada different. Yeah. So all of it excited. All of it.
Okay, so now you're in Canada. What's the biggest challenge you went through after migrating to Canada?
Money, financial difficulties, which led to depression. That was my biggest challenge, finance.
Because the fact that you guys were planning to live off that income for a little bit, and
so that income would have helped, or like day to day, the quarantine after that, like up and down, whatever.
Because your savings
were for school fee. That was to help with rent until we're able to find a job. Because nobody never did really ever hire in the pandemic. So we already, I remember them say, we have to come. Remember them say, have to come, else they'll lose their chance.
And then everywhere was shut down.
Everywhere did shut down. So finances, financial difficulty. When we tell you, say, bank account is zero, like, honestly, sis, that was one of my lowest points in my life.
You know, take nothing. If you spend your savings and you're not replenish it and nothing not coming in, well, you know.
So that was my biggest challenge, being here, finding food, paying rent, school fee, and all of them little stuff there. And no money coming in.
Okay. So, how did you transition with not having your family and friends around?
Well, we did have, like, my
you did have. Well, they're not here. You're in Ontario. They're in Montreal.
So.
Or you did have that friend.
It takes a village, right? So coming to quarantine, it was a family friend of ours, which is my dad's friend from, he was a tiny boy. So I knew him.
Oh, so you stayed with him for
a little bit. So it was supposed to be like a 2 weeks quarantine, then 2 weeks. So we stayed for a month.
Okay.
When we were supposed to stay until the apartment in London was ready, but the apartment people called me and said the place would be ready until March. It was supposed to be ready for February.
Okay.
So then we never have a contingency plan because yes, our big apartment places let's say they're ready by February. Anyway, my family member say again, my sister when I have in Montreal, she knew somebody and say living in the area that we were and say, hey, my sister is stuck, like she needs somewhere to stay. Her husband, because at that time I was not married. Yeah. Her husband and their kid need somewhere to stay, and the person said yeah. And so we went and we stayed with them for the entire February until it was time to move. But even though we are staying, you know, you have to pay for your grocery, so again we're not working and all this traveling and money, right? Because I remember when I was vlogging, people tell me, say, the taxi man robbed me because we'd have spent like money to go one place with a taxi. And I said, no man, I will wait here for you guys.
Oh, so the thing around.
Me to run and we never know. How we think you would have stop it? So me to run. I said, every time, no man, I'm waiting for you.
Wow.
I will go with it. I went back $40, $50. So can you imagine that on a daily when we
let him go and call another cab?
You never know, sis. You never know. Country come to town. So it's like they were taking advantage of us, and it was when I uploaded that vlog we know say all right, they want to take advantage of it. So the village stayed with him and his family from February. Then they helped, so he dropped us off at the train station. We took the train to Toronto. The same guy that was helping us, he came and grabbed us at Toronto and took us to our new home in London. Wow. So even though I didn't have my immediate family members, but it's my same family members who are good friends of these people. Yeah, that's why I pay for you do good, you know. Yeah. So they're good friends, good standing with these people. They helped us out. And so that's how we were able to transition.
Okay. So is there anything you would have done differently with your choice to move here? No, looking back, is there anything you would have done differently?
You know, now this is a question that I've thought about many times, sis, and to be honest, I'm gonna say it first and then like sometimes I say my wish when them did say to me say me alone could I go if we did just go and just come leave them come set up shop and then come after.
And explain your why.
Because I feel like, and that was one of my fears, to be alone here and whatever, but I feel like when it's easier to help
yourself,
one person or like yourself, like it's more when it's more of you. So when you could get more help, you wouldn't be able to get more help because it's so much of you. True, yeah. When pandemic, you just have to find food for yourself. You have to find food for everybody.
Yeah. And then the job would have still been there.
The job would still be there. Them can send over the money if they could or whatever. My daughter would still be in her school just the same. Should be with my parents. Should be okay. And me there, a setup shop.
Yeah, make the foundation. So for Canadian people, she would be setting the foundation for our family. So you're saying that the finances kind of affect a lot of things.
I honestly feel like if I did it that way, then a lot of stuff could have saved, and I think that we could have seen our way out.
Okay.
Because that income wouldn't have been lost, is what I'm thinking. And then to rent, I wouldn't have to rent a whole 2-bedroom.
Yeah, could have just done a room.
Be a roommate in a student housing. You pay your $350 and keep it moving. Save money there again. Okay. I would just have to have the mindset, say, my daughter good, she all right. Yeah. Never see her again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So where were you working while going to school, and how did you and your family sustain yourself financially?
I was working while going to school. At the time, you could only work 20 hours. I think it went back to that.
I think still, now.
It changed.
Couple months ago or weeks ago.
It changed. So a lot of people them don't understand what it was like to work 20 hours.
That's nothing, guys. 20 hours of grocery money?
20 hours a week. It depends too. So for me, it was hard because again, come back to the same thing. If I did just me alone, I think it would be easier. Yeah. So I'm a whole wife. Yeah. So I have to make dinner, I have to cater to my husband, I have to cater to my daughter because I have a child. Plus, I also have to go to school and learn. I have the house to tend to. Then now I'm working because you have to try to get money in. Yes. Yeah. So I started out working as a self-checkout attendant at Walmart. So I would do, so my school was online, and then I would do a couple shifts at Walmart as the the person would say, hi, have a nice day. That was me. And looking at the people checking out, ensuring nobody's stealing. If they need help, I would go over and scan the stuff, help them. Yeah. Stuff like that, which they told me that I would then later transition to cashier, which I did started doing some cashier as well. Okay. So that was what I was doing while going to school. Okay. After that, I had to stop because for some reason Canada never get with the program. So Kali was going to school in person until they decided no more in-person school, online. So who's gonna be at home with her when I am at Walmart working? Yeah. So I spoke to my boss. I have to leave. I can't continue. Understand? So then the guy who helped me at the time, he knew of a job. He was working the job as well as a survey interviewer. So basically, people will call you. Yeah. I laugh because I was one of those people. They call you about like different surveys that they want to do. I was one of those people. So that was the job. So you have like a script and you have to call. Yeah. Like it calls it out for you, and then you say, "Hey, hi, good afternoon. My name is so and so. I'm calling from that company, and I just want to interview you. I've been surveyed today." But a lot of time, I'm hung up in your ears. It was so frustrating. So that job, I was from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay. So after school, after class.
So after class, 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Remember, I have to be cooking dinner. I have to be attending to Khalid, homework, schoolwork during the day, studying, assignments. So, I never liked that job. It was very stressful. People hung up in their ears, and the team lead, they were on you, like. Change a tone in your voice to let them stay on the line. Like what? Yeah. Because they're on the like what? Yes. So that's what I did while going to school.
Okay. So that's how you guys sustain yourself between you and your partner, right? So he was working too.
So he picked up a job again. The same guy who helped us. He knew somebody who was working at a factory, a milk factory. I think it was a milk factory, but them have milk and stuff. So that's where he started working at the factory. He never liked it because he was saying it was too cold. And then when you look on him hands, like them did start to blister and stuff. So at the time, me vlog everything. It's like, oh, Auntie Dana show everything. I saw me the Sister Transparency. Me show everything.
Yeah.
So persons would comment and say, oh, by, what name? Hands cream. This
yeah,
green
like you would
thing.
have to have, yeah.
Right.
I have it right now there.
Yeah, and it's eating use and and takes time come back. So like any little thing that we were like having issues with, we would vlog about it. So we built that community where people would tell us, okay, go here, go there. You can get better deal at Giant Tiger or go there. So you know, so for food, we went to the food bank.
Yeah.
So a lot of people.
So that's an option, guys. Food bank, but I don't think food bank is the same anymore. Like since the pandemics, yeah.
I'm not sure, but when me did have a food bank, hey, and me never did shame about it. A lot of persons shame about food bank. I never shamed them. Me, but not have it.
Yeah.
So when I do go there, I get bread. I get like onion, tomato, cucumber. I get a little Irish.
Yeah.
You get cereal. You get milk, and when you get the milk, you get a 3 bag of milk. You get a tray of egg. You get flour. You get rice.
Yeah. So you get.
If you're a female, like, because how the food bank set up is that if you, like you say, you have a family of 3, you have to show the 3 passports. And that is how they would package your stuff according to the amount of persons you have. Then you go in, you register. One time you register. You register. They know, so, all right, 3 persons in my family, including myself. Then pack the boxes for 3 persons. And you go every month. Right? So then when you do that, you go back outside. Then they'll call your name. You go in, you collect
your box.
No, they come out with the boxes at your table. Just so I remember now. So yeah, somebody get like those stuff, and then you always get a little dessert, like it gets one of those like a cheesecake or a carrot cake or whatever it is. Like you always get a little dessert, and like if you have females in your family like myself, they would put like sanitary napkin. Plus they get like toiletries, you get toothpaste, like,
so it helps a lot.
It did help. Because remember,
you guys are new immigrants, like, and it's pandemic and your finances are all over the place.
So it did help. So me did vlog about that too, and a lot of persons, oh my god, Amanda, how you sign up for that? They too were interested. Some people, of course, messaged me and said, "Boy, are you brave for sure that?"
Pride.
So that was one of the things that we did to sustain us. It helped with the grocery bill. But never have to buy milk. Never have to buy bread. Never have to buy egg. There's a lot of stuff that I really did
help. Okay, so now that you've finished school and you've been how has it been for you with work and family life? Like, you know, you crossed that hurdle already.
Why?
Oh my god.
Good thing I was. Guys,
guys, don't worry, the 3rd video. We're just the 4th recording. We're just gonna get better and better.
Guys, I just want to take the time out to say this because we're on the 4th recording and I glimpsed a little. If you see a little white thing right here, it's my slip.
Under the dress. That's called,
it's my slip.
Oh my god. So what so I said
about work.
So now, you know.
So now that I'm finished school, work.
And family life, how has it been?
Okay. I have to I'm so grateful for this one right here. Like, you don't even know. So where I'm at right now is because of this one. So I remember I was job hunting, school done, can't get no work. I said, no, Jamaica, this all over again. I said, no, this is Jamaica all over again. So at that point, because I was in Montreal, while I was in Montreal, my husband at the time and I separated. So we separated from 2022. thereabout. Yeah. So school, we separated from like February thereabout, and then school ended August 2022.
Okay.
Moved to be with family members because at this point I'm like, I need the support from family members. Moved. Kali was already in Montreal. There in Montreal, trying to find a job, can't get any job because the language barrier. I needed to know French. We never have the French background. They do have English jobs, but it's kind of hard to get. So then I remember talking to my sister, and she said, listen, I know you're scared, but you have to go spread your wings. Broaden your horizon. We're there for you, virtually. Just like how we did, we're there for you anywhere you go. Don't just look at Montreal. Start applying anywhere. I think about it, and I said, alright. I remember hitting up a YouTuber, we're now friends, Natalia. She's in Ottawa. So I started asking her, you know. She said, alright, you can try and apply to a couple jobs here. I link up Kelly's, another YouTuber. And she said, yeah man, I apply for some jobs at Alberta. So then I had those two support systems there. If I get jobs there, there's no issue with getting like apartments, and kind of that help me for transition, right? And then I start applying to other places too, like New Brunswick. Like I just start applying everywhere. Why sis? I change up my resume 40 million times. You never know? You have to do the Canadian format. I may Google it and me support what different and guys, me do PDF, me go on Canva, me do it this way, me change it up. Still can't get. So then time to know people now who knew, like had links now, they were saying, okay, apply here, so apply, but it's like the links them never did a connect. And me I said, alright. So then I remember you did that said to me, say, where you're working, you can find out if they need anybody in the field where me studying from. And then I think that's when you went to her, and she
was
said,
off for a while.
You couldn't find her.
No, she was off, and I think she was away.
And her office changed too.
Yes,
so
she
you
was
didn't know.
on long term.
So then you finally got to her, and she told you what they had. They didn't have what I wanted at the time. I was like, all right. So what they had at the time, guys, were a cook position. I'm saying, you know, me can't mash up that. We can't match up that. Maybe cook. Say, but we must say a different people here cook for now. Back home with your Korea, you feel like.
I remember one time, guys, she's like, they go bring the family.
Yeah, we said, they go bring the Maggie and put it in it for them.
Oh my God.
That's what we say. How hard can cooking be? Because you may cook rice and peas, cow food, and then something. What is foreign food? So then I say, yeah, man, I got to look a cook job. Mind you, guys. I'm not say, you, oh my God, that's less than me or whatever. No. We just need a job. So, get it, apply for it, did the phone interview, everything, get the job. Move down to Hamilton, do the job preview. Now, I did have some destiny helpers in this situation. So, when I moved to Hamilton, a lot of you guys know Simone from my vlog. So Simone, Yuli's friend, she was one of my destiny helpers. So it was her place that I was staying and paying rent at the time. So like a little room for rent kind of thing. So she helped me in transitioning to Hamilton because at the time we were looking for places to rent. Couldn't find no way. Couldn't find nothing. And then Simone decided to open her home to me, which I'm grateful for. And I was paying her rent. And then where Simone lived, like my workplace literally around the corner. So that was good too. So I went there, did the job preview and everything. I remember going into the kitchen to do the job preview. And when I saw the kind of cooking and something, I said, what? I don't know none of them dishes.
I know.
When they have cheese, broccoli soup, I said, cheesecake
of mushroom.
Yeah, I said cheesecake
clam
with a
chowder.
Yeah, so I said, oh, cheese going in soup. So it's like, I'm like, oh. But then they said the recipes are there, we can follow.
Yeah.
So alright, we can match this up. So anyways, me tell the HR say, yeah man, we can do this, and they offered me the job as a cook. Now I started as a part-time, not what I wanted to be full-time. Because with part-time money I could do. Started part-time, did it, and while I was doing the part-time job, I said, no man, I need more money. Like, this now hold me. Anyway, did the part-time cook, went to my boss at the time, who is now my colleague. So my boss at the time, my manager at the time, the kitchen manager, and I said, hey, I want to do more. Is there anything else that I can do? And she said to me, so well, we normally have guys who stock. I said, I'll do it. She said, really?
I remember you were coming in for like days just to do
stocking. So she said, really, you would do it? I'm like, yeah. She said, but you know, like the stocking is like heavy stuff coming in. But said, I will do it just to get the extra hours. And then she said, with stocking, I also will have to do some cleaning. So I have to clean out the fridges, the area, whatever. I said, I have no problem. So like for part-time, I would have to do 30 hours bi-weekly. And then stocking, I fill in. There were fillers to bring up to my full-time. So like stocking, guys, I'm gonna tell you, you know, I saw big like 3 skids. It was always 3 skids. One with dry stuff, one with stuff for the fridge, like meat and you know, and one with stuff for the freezer, like the cake, the ice cream. Guys, when I'm telling you, so something them heavy. Best believe so me have my gloves on and me I lift up. What? Me I lift it up. Sometimes when some of the guys are past and them see me in struggle and them try to help me and them always say them admire this young female. She just take on the work, she not shy away from it. And I tell the guys, the freezer cold, the fridge cold. Because you have to, like, with stocking meat, have to also, like, unpack the meats. So, like, whatever thing, like, we have to pull it. We call it pull it. So, pull it and put it in the bus pan and put it for towels. So, you find, say, in the fridge long, when you look and them a crump up. Really? Oh, gosh, man.
From the beginning.
When we finish that, then we have to get the mop. I have to mop out the fridge, mop out the pantry, sweep out the kitchen. So it's 2 different kitchens. Sweep them out, mop them. Turn around the boxes them where the stocking the stuff them that were in the boxes that I take out. I have to break them down, take them outside in the recyclable. Even like the big bag of flour, the big bag of sugar, I have to throw them up. Oh my God!
And stuff.
Yes. And put them on the shelving, and so that was what I was doing. And do it humble. I wake up 5 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning time, because my shift was 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So pure 4:30 to wake up. So hey, sometimes I wake up.
Guys, that's everyday thing for me. I don't know what you guys that about.
I say, guys, one time I ever called in. And you remember when we did have the swell up allergy, everything, so we did figure out hospital the night. That was the only time. Every day, me there work, I cook my cream of broccoli soup. And so I added something. Right? Every day I showed up. And so till I was there, then I saw a new opening came about. That is in the office, like in the administration part of it, and I said, I gotta apply for it. I applied for it, I got the job, I got interviewed, and then I got it. And so this is where I am.
Look at that. See, so it's a good thing you didn't say, oh, I'm not gonna do that, the job there. You know, because look at that, you know, God is setting you up for greatness.
There we go. And now my kitchen manager is now my colleague. We rub shoulders now. We laugh and we talk.
Sitting meetings together.
Right, sitting meetings together, you know? So, yeah.
Okay. All right. In closing, so looking back on your entire journey from Jamaica to here, what's your personal takeaway and what's your lessons that you have learned? Like, what have you learned throughout the journey that is what's the word? What is helping you now to, you know, step into the next phase of your life? Because remember, you have closed many doors and now you're stepping into your new beginning. So what have you learned? What have you take away from the entire journey for yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might sound cliche, but it really does apply to me. Because sometimes I fall into the trap of comparing. I fall into the trap of persons who I went to high school with. They're here and I'm here. What is the difference? We all went to the same school together. Why are they here and here?
Yeah,
but then
have this conversation.
Right? But then the takeaway I have when I look back, one, everybody's road is different.
Yeah.
Everybody is faced with different obstacles along the way. And my takeaway is that the journey is not for the swift, but those who can endure. And the reason why I say endurance is key, determination is key, because if I wasn't determined, I would have been back home and I wouldn't be able to see some of the fruits now
that you are seeing.
Even though I'm not where I am, I'm way better. Like, I'm able to be on my own. I don't have a partner. Before then, the story started with me relying on a partner's income from back home. Now, I'm fine without that.
Yes.
So, I worked, built myself, endured, persevered, be determined, slow and steady. Yes.
It's not a sprint.
It's not a sprint, but slow, steady progression gets you where you need to be. And even though it's not at the rate that I would love for it to be, but I still see growth. So that's my key takeaway for even the next phase of my life, to just continue at the pace that I can go, but once I'm making progression. Because I'm not going to continue to just be stagnant. Once I'm making steady strides, then I'll get to where
you're going. And handle yourself with grace.
Yes, I started learning how to do that because it was so hard on myself. Remember?
Handle yourself with grace, because this journey as a single, Canada has changed a lot, guys.
And as a single mom,
everything is expensive. So, and you're doing well. You're doing well. So, guys, this is it for what? Our fourth segment recording.
No, this is our
third
episode.
Yeah. This is it for our third episode. And I think it was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I tell you guys how nervous we were when we post the launch and everybody's like, we can't wait to see you. You remember McCall was saying, you've been nervous, you know?
Yeah. Guys, trust me. I've been nervous because when I was writing this up, I'm like, what's the editing? What's, like, guys?
Here right now? Because from she posted it, we're just in the post up, and I'm nervous to mess the Satan. Go away.
But you know, guys, there's some very good key takeaway. So watch the video in its entirety, especially the Caribbean people. This video is for you. Because a lot of people has been asking you all these questions, right? There's a lot. If I was somebody looking to come to Canada, there was she gave some great takeaway. And guys,
I can still try.
Yeah, and
I need to refresh my brain.
You guys could always give us, like, you know, tell us what you want too. So sometimes we can incorporate that in our, you know, what you want to hear. You know, if you guys want us to elaborate more on a topic we could try and, you know, help you guys out. So Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Guys, remember, guys, to subscribe.
Yes.
Yes, subscribe, like, comment, share, guys. Sharing is caring. Don't bother sit down and just watch
Sharing
video.
is caring.
Don't be like the statistic. Listen to this. Guys, my statistic on my YouTube channel says 80% of my viewers are non-subscribers. Don't do that.
Oh, wow. Subscribe.
Like, you're watching.
Subscribe.
When YouTube told me that 80% of my viewers are
Why don't do that? Like, if you're gonna view,
just
subscribe.
Yeah.
80%, that's a lot.
I was shocked. Like, I was blown away. So, guys, if you're watching...
They probably think say them subscribe, you're gonna sister them subscribe.
No, guys, you don't have... You can't see...
We don't see.
Sometimes they don't even show you who... We don't see who like.
I don't see... I can't see... Like, if somebody subscribe, it don't say so-and-so subscribe.
No. Guys, just subscribe. Like...
And turn on the bell.
Yeah. Support. You know? Support your sisters.
Sharing is caring.
Yes.
So you have to share.
That's it, guys. Guys, sometimes I'm watching people's what do you call it? YouTube channel, you know. And sometimes I don't even watch them in their entirety, but you know, just to give them a little support. Yeah, but just support. And sometimes I don't even watch it, you know, but you just want to big them up and
big them up. Yeah.
Support, you know. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. See you guys on the next podcast.
Bye.
Bye.